Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, Bryant has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Allen going to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Set, ready? 8, read. General West. Hey, echo. Check 26, check 26. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Jones throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right. He's got a man complete.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella, 43 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Allen now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Chargers getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about
it. A double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run with Henry. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. You keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we get a quick look at the Chargers starting offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the 2nd level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And James has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice rush coming, and he's taken down. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, our score, 12-6. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Let's go.
Jones now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Jones throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Andy Isabella on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Now Jones, complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Hey, Charlie.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Back to throw. Jones. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try and throw. James has got it. Complete. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, Haywood!
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. The Chargers, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover them.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ed Oliver, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Throwing Jones. He's got his tight end Fant. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Go!
again on second down. Jones is going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Andy Isabella, 39 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jones, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills claw one back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's good.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the slant. There. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw from his end zone. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones now to throw from his end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones able to find Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, with 2.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Johnson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's Jones throwing again. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
58, Hey. Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Allen. Found his target. It's Anderson. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
58 to Mike, 58. Yeah.
On 4th down, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones now operating from the gun. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, check, Miami! Mike 57. Coming to you, coming to you.
Draw play. This is Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Andy Isabella, 49 yards. as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. This is caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Bills are going to recover. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. Back to throw again. That's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And the Bills are going to recover.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. 57's Miami. No game on this defense. No game.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. Complete to Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
57. Brown 80.
First and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Allen, and the grab by Kroft. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 50, go.
Jones going to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he's got Moncrief. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add